The first Thursday of the month is traditionally when we bring on Marco Ayala to share some of his new favorite recipes for the month ahead. And we're doing that, sort of. Marco isn't quite ready to say goodbye to 2025. Instead, he's looking back and taking stock of the nearly 40 recipes he shared with you over the last year. From dinner to dessert, Marco has selected a few favorites. What's cooking, Marco?
Thank you, Amy. Hi, I'm Marco Ayala, and I'm here to share another recipe with all of you. And we finally made it to 2026. I am so excited because this is a new year. We have a lot of new opportunities, a lot of new recipes to explore together. But also during this time of the year, I become a little reminiscent of the year that just went by, because I think of all the things that went right, the things that I could have improved, but also the fact that you and I shared 36 recipes during 2025. And that is a lot of great meals. So I also wanted to go down memory lane, if you will, and talk about some of the recipes that I really enjoyed from 2025. And well, the first one really aligns with what the new year is all about, which is healthy eating. So for our first recipe, I chose one that we presented in August under Fresh Recipes, and I think that you're really going to enjoy it again. Whenever I think of fresh food, I think of seafood. Shrimp, I think, is one of the easier to make seafoods because A, is very easily available. So now let's talk about the recipe that I'm making for you today, which is a shrimp salad roll. And first, look at this shrimp salad. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious? It's just a few ingredients, so let me tell you how to put it together. First, you're gonna take 1 pound cooked shrimp and you're gonna chop them and then transfer them to a bowl. Then you're gonna take 2 to 3 medium celery stalks, cut them in half, and finely chop them. Then you're gonna take 2 to 3 chives, and you're gonna finely chop them and add them to your bowl. Add 1 tablespoon fresh lemon juice, 1 teaspoon dried dill, or 2 tablespoons if you're using fresh, half a teaspoon kosher salt, and half a teaspoon paprika. And finally, half a cup mayo, and make sure to mix it well. And it's really that easy to have a fresh shrimp salad that is slightly different than the standard because the dill really helps bring all those flavors out. And then the paprika also helps reduce the acidity and add a little bit of a kick to it and a little bit of smokiness. And this shrimp salad is perfect for buns. So you can make, this shrimp salad rolls. And if you notice here, I line them with lettuce. This is going to prevent the shrimp salad and all the juices to get your buns absolutely soaking wet. Plus, this is perfect to bring to any backyard event. So I hope you give this recipe a try. Let me know what you think and let me know how you serve it. And that is a recipe that does not pack a ton of calories, so it's perfect for the new year. And for my next recipe, we are going to go back to April, which is our annual salute to maple every year. And as all of you know, it's one of my favorite shows because, well, I love maple and I cook with it year round. But this next recipe, I think it's one of my favorite because it's so easy to make and it really has that flavor taste in it. So let's check it out. And for our main dish, I wanted to make something that everybody's going to enjoy. And something that I absolutely love is a combination of maple and barbecue because it's slightly hot, tangy, and it has that sweet finish that only maple can provide. So I made this delicious maple barbecue ribs. And I'm telling you, these are falling off the bone. They're so tender. So let me tell you how to put these together. First, you're gonna take a 3 to 4 pound rack of country style pork ribs. Cut all your ribs into single pieces, and then you're gonna generously season them with salt and pepper. Then you're gonna take 1 large onion and then cut it into 1/4 inch slices. To a separate bowl, you're gonna add half a cup maple syrup and 18 ounces hickory smoked flavored barbecue sauce. Then add 1/4 cup spicy brown mustard and mix it well. Then to your slow cooker or pressure cooker, you're gonna add your ribs, cover them with a maple barbecue sauce, add your onion, and mix it well. If you're using a slow cooker, set it on low, cover it, and cook for about 6 to 8 hours until your meat is tender. I am using a pressure cooker, so I will be setting it for about 25 minutes. And once they come out of your pressure cooker or slow cooker, they look amazing and they smell great. So what's the secret to this sauce? Well, we're gonna bring it back to the cooktop and we're gonna reduce it. Pour all the liquid into a large saucepan and bring it to a boil. And let it cook uncovered until the sauce is thickened. That's all you have to do to make this ribs that are absolutely delicious. And then we're gonna add some more of the sauce because that's where all the flavor is at. And I really hope you enjoy these ribs at home. Share them with friends, with the family, and I think it's a recipe that you can make any time of the year because, well, here in Vermont, we always have maple syrup around. Who can resist the ribs that are literally falling off the bone? And for my final recipe, we are gonna go back to September, which is our annual salute to apples. I always talk about how great are the apples that are grown in Vermont. And well, what I love about this recipe that is a great dessert is the fact that it's so creative and it's so visually appealing and it does not take a lot of effort. So let's check it out together. Now we're getting to the surprise element for this edition. And well, do you like flowers? Do you like it when people give you flowers? How about we combine the concept of flowers and the concept of apples? And that's how I came up with the idea to make apple roses. So if you want to give your family or give your loved one roses, these are a perfect option. So let me tell you how to put them together. First, you're gonna take 2 medium firm apples and you're gonna thinly slice them and place them in a bowl. Then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons lemon juice, and then you're gonna add 2 tablespoons water. And then you're gonna place your apples in the microwave and you're gonna cook them for about 2 minutes, 30 seconds at a time. And after every 30 seconds, you're gonna take them out, toss them around a little bit, and you're gonna repeat this process until the apples are flexible. Then you're gonna drain the water and set them aside. On a lightly floured surface, you're gonna unfold 1 sheet puff pastry and you're gonna cut it into 6 even strips. Roll each strip a little bit so it becomes a little longer, and then you're gonna brush it with about 1 teaspoon of strawberry preserves. Then you're gonna arrange apple slices on each strip, overlapping each apple about 1/4 inch, with the round edge sticking out of the pastry a little bit. Then starting from one end, you're gonna roll up the strip, keeping the apples in place. And then you're gonna transfer your apple rose into a prepared muffin tin. Finally, you're gonna pour about 1 tablespoon maple syrup into each rose. And you're gonna bake them at 400 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes. And when your roses come out of the oven, you're gonna sprinkle them with chopped pecans. And then finally, what you're gonna do is you're going to sprinkle your roses with a mixture of powdered sugar and cinnamon. This is a dessert that is almost a Valentine's Day dessert, but you can make it any time of the year. And I stand by my comment that that is the kind of flower bouquet that I really want to see, because that looks delicious, doesn't it? And well, those are some of my favorite recipes from 2025. I am so looking forward to sharing a lot more recipes with you in the months to come. And I also want to remind you that these recipes, along with many others, you can find them in the webpage that you can see in your screen. And that is the UVM Extension webpage, where you can find a lot of information about the great work that UVM Extension does through programs like 4-H that prepares and gives the next generations great skills, the Master Gardener program, the Maple program that provides research and sustainable solutions for maple producers, and a lot of programs that are important to Vermont. And of course, Across the Fence, and the shows that we bring you daily so you can revisit them later. In there, the recipe archive has years worth of yummy recipes that we have shared with you and showed you how to make. So check it out and find some new favorite recipes to add to your rotation from our archives. And on that same note, also so you can get all of our content from Across the Fence right on your phone or your computer, check out our social media. So like us on Facebook, also follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can get all the shows and all the great content of Across the Fence right on your phone or your computer, whether it's recipes with Marco, recipes with Amy, birth notes, or any of the really interesting and great shows that Across the Fence brings you every day. So on that note, I am going to say happy 2026, and I am looking forward to sharing more recipes with you during this year. Happy cooking.